Today's video, guys, is about something I've been really excited on, and something I've been really working hard on in the last like 6 months or so. And I really feel it'll be massively valuable because I've created something that like early on in my life would be so valuable for me to have, and I'll do anything to get it. And I've been working really hard creating this thing, basically this completely free summit to attend with great amazing people. I really look forward for you having a listen, and I'll leave links down below if you're interested, completely free. And guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Hello guys, what's happening? I'm so excited today to have this conversation, to have this talk with you today, because I want to be sharing stuff with you, because I know the title of this is the only dyslexic summit that you will ever need. And basically I'm so excited because I'll be talking to you about sort of like what are the building blocks will you need to overcome the challenges you are facing, to overcome these things. With dyslexia, whether we're in school, whether we're in work, whether we're parents have a child that has dyslexia, whether we're an educator trying to teach kids and be more educated about dyslexia yourself, therefore you can help more people, there are common things that you need to do in order to be most successful, in order to overcome that challenge, to overcome that problems. And yes, there are unique challenges to each different group, but yet there's even more common challenges between each different group, because the common challenge to like for a child is also very similar from a common challenge to an adult. The challenge for like a parent helping their child with dyslexia is very similar to a child's challenge, because there's a lot of areas that cross over here. And I'm so excited. Basically, I've been working for months putting this together. I was like, what if we get all these different people who has had so much personal experiences in this, found so many solutions through their own sort of like experience, and then I have spent a lot of time teaching and helping others overcome the same hurdles. It's like, okay, what if we bring all these people together on its own, or put all these people together on like their own summit, and all speaking about the exact system strategies to do it and lay it out in a step-by-step plan. I'm just like so excited for that. And the real reason why I'm doing this, and the real reason why I'm putting it on, and by the way, it's completely for free, and the real reason why I want to do it is because of the story, because of my own sort of like story growing up. Because like growing up and like hearing your mum being told that I was one of the worst dyslexics, around, going into a dyslexic school, a proper dyslexic school, and being held back a year because my needs were too severe, from like going to speech and language classes every single day. No, for years and years to say my name correctly, to do these things, and it was just, I had all these struggles, and I had all this special support, and I kind of like felt, okay, this is my special support, this is my help I'm supposed to have, and this will be good and fine and dandy for me. And then when I left there, 8 years later, I moved there in year 3, left there in year 11. So I moved there into a big sixth form. Went from school with 50 kids to school with over 1,000 kids. Now, I want to tell you something. When I first moved there, I was so excited. I was so excited. Why? Because I had enough of seeing the same people do the same thing day after day after day. I wanted something different. And so I moved to this big sixth room with over 1,000 kids in, and I was excited. Up to about 3 hours in, I felt this excitement. Because about 3 hours in, I realised, oh my God, I don't remember anyone's name. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know where to go to my next classroom. And when I'm in the classroom, I have no idea what's going on. I was getting worried about, what happens if people would find out about my speech impediment? What happens if I stutter in front of them and they make fun of me? What happens if they realise I don't know what's going on in lessons at all, and they, sort of like think I'm stupid, think I'm dumb, think I can't do anything? And what happens, I'll be left out of this like little friendship group that was kind of like my class there at the time, because I was a little class there, because I was into sport. And I got all these worries and all these fears. And because I had all these worries and all these fears, all my insecurities came back when I was like 7, 8 years old. When I was in school, when I was in class in my normal mainstream school, getting so angry, so scared, so frustrated every single day. Coming home in my bed, like having my belly cramps, not being able to sleep at night because I'm scared about the future. And from going from that moment, like I had the special help, and I think that really helped me kind of not deal with those fears. But when I left it into the real world, I felt all these fears got crashing down with me. Have you ever felt like that, where it felt like you thought you got over something, and then some other experience happens, and then that fear happens again? Oh my God, I feel so scared. Oh my God, I feel so worried. And that's what I felt. I felt exactly the same things. And I shut off. I remember like I did really try to fit in and try to learn how to be social, but nothing was really working. I remember when people used to go to some of these events, people, like you mean my little group of people that used to run away from me and like not want to be near me, and like say certain things. It wasn't like they weren't horrible. It's just didn't know how to deal with it. And I remember not speaking to anyone all day. I remember on the bus home, my mouth used to physically hurt because I never used to open it. I remember, I remember like sometimes some nights, days coming home, and if my mum's not home, I was just think, well, what is this? Is this my life? Is this how it's going to happen day after day after day? And then I try to do something about it. I try and overcome. I try to do it. And I watched confidence videos on YouTube about how can you be more confident? How can you do this? How can you do that? And I tried some things and none of it worked. Until one day I watched this confidence videos, and basically I clicked on this video. As this guy standing there, this big broad shoulders, big waspy voice. He said these words: the only way to change your life is to take responsibility for your life. And I remember hearing those words, and in that moment my whole life changed. I got obsessed with improving myself. But what I really got obsessed with wasn't improving myself. It's learning how to improve myself. It's learning from people who have had like struggles in life, had very similar struggles, and who's basically they've improved it themselves. But more importantly than them improving it, they're going out there and they're teaching other people to improve it. And guess what? They're having great successes. And once I realized this, my confidence exploded. Because I realised, look, this person has overcame this. This person overcame that challenge, and look, this is how we did it. Here's the story, and here's a step-by-step strategy on how to do it. And I'm like, I want to do that, and I applied it. I was starting getting up at 3 a.m. in the morning, even though that wasn't what you had to do to improve your confidence. But I did certain things, like I would say affirmations about every day in every way. I'd be more and more confident. Sorry, not affirmations. Incantations. They're different. And I would do things like I'd visualize myself walking to class and being the most confident person ever. I should say things as I'm walking up to my school. I should change my posture. They're called physiology posture. Change my posture, shoulders back, breathe fully, do some drastic gestures. And I'd go into school and I'd feel confident. Not the first time, but after I do it a few times, I'd be like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this, and I'd feel confident. And all these things changed. And then before long, people were like, who are you? And what have you done with Theo? I was going through all this massive transformation. And then basically the teacher said to me, this is like months after, the head of English said to me, Theo, you're going to have to do with GCSE English. And I thought, what? What do you mean I have to do that? I went my whole life in dyslexia school, one of the worst dyslexics there, barely scraped passing off functional skills in English, didn't give my best help and best support. And I was like, miss, with all due respect, I had 8 years of the best help and support, and I could barely get by with functional skills. How the hell do you think I could do a GCSE English? And by the way, guys, if you don't know, a GCSE English is like I don't know if you have A levels up there in different countries, but it's like 3-4 times harder than a functional skills. I was like, I can't be able to do that at all. And then I went away. I was like, I can't do it. And she came back, and basically we had a meeting a couple of weeks later, and I was supposed to go to these English classrooms, and I went to about half of them, English lessons, and group of 30 people with the teacher up on the board. How am I supposed to learn in that environment? I can't, I won't, you know what I mean? So I put no effort in, I just mucked around all lesson. And this is what the head of English pulled me in for, saying, Theo, you are mucking around. You're not focusing, you're not going, your attendance is rubbish. You need to do this. Even this is a warning shot. It's like, miss, it's useless. Why? Why do this to me? Why make me go to these classes, not learn anything because I can't? That's how my brain works. And it's all about me passing my GCSE English. She said, Theo, why do you believe that? Why do you believe that, Theo? Why do you say that to yourself? And I thought, okay, why do I say that to myself? Why am I saying it like here? And I was like, oh my God, I say it because I believe it. And something I learned from all my mentors, all my like leaders, all the people that helped me, like with my confidence in a lot of areas of my life. They said like, you may believe things, but the beliefs aren't you. The beliefs is an opinion about yourself. All a belief is opinion about yourself. I believe I'm smart. I believe I'm dumb. I believe I'm this. I believe I'm that. And yet your association, because the only reason why you believe that is because you associate it to people around you. Let me tell you something, like the people in the bottom third of Cambridge, you mean people in the bottom third of the top universities in the world, in classes, can believe that they're not smart, and they drop out because they don't believe they can do it, they don't believe they have the capabilities to do it. But yet if they go to like 98% of all the other colleges out there, universities out there, they would be in the top 3%. They'd be even probably higher than almost everyone there. And they will think they would know they're smart, but because they're in an environment where they can look to people, where people are smarter than them, they would feel dumb. And they would feel they can't do it, they can't hack it. And that's what we do as dyslexics. We look out there, and then we look out there into our environment, and we can start pointing fingers, saying, okay, this is the reason I'm not smart, this is the reason I can't do that. So we have a belief based upon our past, our experiences, and we believe are dumb. It's like the genius who went to Cambridge and then believed he's dumb. He's not dumb. It's just that it's an environment that makes him that way, okay? And all that sort of things, and it's incredible. And so people, especially like I believe that I couldn't pass it. Why? Because my experience. I had an experience that I couldn't pass it. But is that experience fact? No. I don't know what I could do if I give it everything I got. And then I remember like being so vulnerable to her saying, Miss, I say it because I believe it. And because I believe it, that's the way I acting. And I was like, what if? Like, I remember this little voice like, what if you can do it, Theo? What if you could like give it everything you got? What would happen then? And I remember I came to the front of my belief and I was like, is this true? Is this belief true? I battled it. And I remember on the bus I'm feeling so like vulnerable, thinking, what do I do now? I remember getting strong reasons about my dyslexia, like, I'm going to prove it because I believe I can. I'm going to prove it because I'm going to be an example to myself. I'm not going to have dyslexia stop me. I'm going to prove it to myself. I'm not going to have this thing called dyslexia stop me in life. I got angry, I got emotional, and I was like, okay, let's do this thing. And I worked incredibly hard, and then eventually got it. And yeah, it was amazing and everything like that. But I didn't get, this is what I hated, I didn't get the C in English because it would be like a little mark on a piece of paper saying, oh yeah, it's good on my CV. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? It's not worth the effort to have a little mark on a CV. But what is worth the effort is who I become. Who I would become in the process is so much more valuable than this little C on some piece of paper. And I only learned that. I only had the systems, had the understandings about my belief because I followed certain mentors. And I learned how basically I improved my English 500% more, 5 times more in 1 year outside of my dyslexia school, 1 year of having very little help compared to what I was used to. And that was only possible because, well, I had mentors that taught me how things work, that taught me how beliefs work, and also taught me how to learn, taught me how my brain works, taught me to believe in myself. Because I thought, if other people can do it, so can I. And that's what I want you to do. That's why I'm so excited to put these together, because the only reason why I'd be able to even pass my English, do what I thought was impossible, and yet, despite all the help I had in the past, and despite the failure I had in the past, but despite that, I could only improve if I had the mentors, if I had the beliefs, if I had the understandings to get there, to do the things I want to do, to do that. So that's why I'm so excited to bring this summit to you. It's going to go live on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of February, and it'll be completely free. And there's 15 speakers now, and all these speakers are experts in that field. All these speakers have been through their own experience, who has had massive struggle in school, or a massive struggle helping their kid, or a lot to do with the legislations, a lot to do with the laws, a lot to do with this, a lot to do with identifying, a lot to do with the schools, had massive struggle in work, but yet have overcame struggle after struggle after struggle, adversity after adversity, and they have a formula which they did it, and they have adapted that formula through their experience of teaching other people, and they're on here to tell you their solutions to your problems. They're on here to take you to where you are, to where you want to go. For example, you have a kid, they're struggling, you don't know what's going on. Okay, how can you find out what's going on and how can they proper help and support? So later down the line, the child does not feel like it's got a disability, does not feel like he or she is disabled and can't do things. That feels like, okay, I'm independent, I'm going to be self-advocating, I'm getting the help I need for these difficulties I have, and I'm not going to let it stop me. And that's the same thing, if you're in work now, have dyslexia, to be able to not let this dyslexia thing stop you, and be able to get what you need to be able to be productive and be happy, and all these things. Same thing in school. How you can survive in school, especially in university, high level education. How you can get what you need and survive. So critical, so valuable, and that's why, guys, I'm so excited to present this to you. I call it the Conquering Dyslexia Summit because Conquering Dyslexia is just my term, but it's an opportunity, completely free. It's an opportunity for you to be able to get a step-by-step plan to overcome the challenges you're facing right now, no matter your demographic, no matter where you are in your life, no matter your own personal situation. There's the challenges you are facing. And whether it's self-confidence, whether it's believing in yourself, whether it's like you're having time for yourself, whether it's you just getting work done, whether it's knowing what you want to do, whether it's like you have so much pain, you hate your dyslexia, this is the worst thing ever, then this is the perfect person to do this, because the more stuck you feel, the more help you need. If you feel like, oh, I'm coping with it, it's fine, I don't feel bad at all, I'm doing it fine, then you don't need a lot of help. Then you probably won't be listening to this, you probably won't be taking actions to improve it because you don't feel like it's holding you back enough. But if you feel like, oh, my dyslexia is awful, I hate this, I hate my job, I hate this, I hate that, then would you improve? Or would you look for help? You're damn right you would look for help, because you are searching for help, you want the help, you feel like you need the help, and because this pain or these struggles you're facing is too much. So anyway, guys, I'll leave the links down below. 15, 16, 17, it's completely free to do this. That'll be by the way, guys, you have recordings for these 3 days, so I've done all the interviews all recorded, and the reason why is a couple, so I can record it, so I can take notes exactly, okay, step by step plan, and have all links with all their stuff. So it's meeting real people, it's not meeting some expert in some field that you hear once and never ever see or have the chance to talk again. These are real people on social media, happy and passionate about it, that if you reached out to them, I'm very confident that you would get a message back, because I've been able to reach back to them, and some of them was hard to reach to because they have a lot to do. You know what I mean? I'm not the only person wanting their help and support in these. So anyway, guys, I'm really excited, and I really hope through this little chat that we took something from it, and we know that, look, I'm living this life, I'm struggling with so many things, but if that person can do it, if that person can overcome their challenge, then so can I. I see work out how they did it and apply it to my challenge and solve it. And that's what I really figured out. And that's why I went looking for loads of people. And that's just my gift I want to give to you completely for free. I'm not asking for anything. Well, you mean all I need is your email address so I can send you the stuff you need to get. Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoy today, and take care, guys. Farewell and bye. So the big question is this: how can dyslexics like us create a place, a community, a tribe where people at any stage of life can come and solve any challenge, amplify their strengths, and ultimately help them become who they were meant to be, or in other words, conquer their dyslexia? That is the question, and this show is the answer. My name's Theo Goff, and welcome to the Conquering Dyslexia podcast.